Hello, friends. Welcome to Chasing K-Dramas, the podcast that dissects popular Korean dramas episode by episode. We get to the characters, themes, and everything in between. I'm your host, Dulcé Sloan, and I'm here with my co-host,
Chrissy, Choi.
Now listen, y'all know what the campaign is. Y'all know what time it is, baby. Okay, it is the new year, new dawn, new day. All right? New year, same you, bitch. Listen, so we are still on our campaign.
Yes.
Road to 10,000 Sarangees, right?
Yes.
Because we're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers on the YouTube.
Yep.
By February the 5th, 2026.
This year.
Which will be our birthday.
Yes, it's our birthday.
Ooh, should we have like a little cake or something?
We should have something.
We should do a little something. I'm excited. So we got to have, so y'all are showing up and showing out on the TikToks and on the Instagrams. And our merch has been doing really good. We sold out all the tote bags. And so we're reing up on that. So y'all got to go in. But y'all got to join Club Sarangees. Okay?
Yes.
You got to go to chasingkdramas.substack.com, because not only are you getting bonus content, not only do we send you a thank you gift, but you get a newsletter from me and our favorite auntie, Chrissy, and it's $6 a month. Come on. That's savings, baby. All right? In the words of my little brother, you lose money if you don't buy it. You see what I'm saying? I don't know how it works, but it's little brother math. How could it not work? So you tell your friends to subscribe on the YouTubes, follow us on the Spotify, on the Apples, and tell your friends about us, because what other K-drama podcast is going episode by episode? Nobody's doing that. We're doing deep dives, baby. Okay? Yes. We got bonus content. All right? We got fun facts. Also, fun announcement. We're going to do a live show on March the 7th at BlurredCon in Washington, D.C. And so to get more details, go to blurredcon.org. Bonnie.
Yes.
Listen, your girl is outside. I got my new dates coming up.
Yes.
Okay?
Oh, yeah, because it's the new year.
New year, same me beach. Hope not. I hope I'm a little happier this year. But
yes,
we're getting into today's drama chase, and people have been loving Dynamite Kiss.
No, people are obsessed with it. Everyone's so excited. I hope you guys enjoyed our first episode, 2 weeks ago.
Listen,
I hope that was
know,
a fun little surprise for folks.
I didn't know I was gonna, because I can say lately, just because of how the kids been feeling on the inside, I haven't been really in for like the really cutesy, lovey-dovey
dramas.
That's also why I think I like the saguks. The saguks?
Because haguks aren't like that.
No.
Because it's like a thriller. You have intrigue.
Yes.
There's a little bit of revenge.
There's always revenge.
There's romance. But it's basically the best of everyone's worlds all like combined into one, I feel.
Right.
You know what
and
I mean?
the left state counselor is always
I was watching a new one. Oh, I started watching Moon River because I was curious.
Okay, I've been trying to get into Moon River because I saw it on TikTok. What are you watching it on? Is it on Viki or is it on Amazon? Because I couldn't find
Viki.
it.
I watched it on
on
Viki.
Viki. Okay.
I watched it on Viki, Viki, and it made me laugh because, halfway through the first episode, of course, who's the baddie? The
left state minister. That
it just made me laugh. I was like, oh my gosh. So
he's always from the Kim clan.
Yeah, it's I couldn't it's good. I wasn't as you know when you in a drama just grabs your attention?
Yes.
It didn't quite do that.
It takes a second.
I think so I'm going to go back and watch it. What I am watching right now, and I am in the middle of just finishing it because I started it before Christmas, is The Price of Confession. It's on Netflix. It's a thriller. Oh, you would hate it. It's murder. It's murder.
I watch
violence
all the time. I watch cozy murder mysteries.
Okay, no, it's not. I wouldn't say it's cozy.
No,
it's edgy, dark thriller. It's with Chun Do-yeon and Kim Go-eun. So Chun Do-yeon is she was in, I guess for our Sarangees, she was in Lovers in Prague. Remember I talked about that? She is a top actress. She won Cannes, Best Actress at Cannes years ago for film. She's a film star. And then Kim Go-eun is, fantastic actress. She was in Goblin. She was in she was in a bunch of Kim Eun-suk's dramas.
Dynamite Kiss isn't one of hers though.
No. So Dynamite Kiss, we'll talk about it in the next episode. 2 showrunners. They did oh wow. Oh my gosh. It's the one that you watched on Netflix, and you were like, "Oh, this is kind of cute and quirky." Mystic Pop-Up Bar.
Oh, I love
They wrote Mystic Pop-Up
And you know, Ji-hyuk is in that one. Our Ji-hyuk from
Marry My Husband.
Marry My Husband.
Yeah.
I liked Mystic Pop-Up Bar.
You said that. So that's the writing team.
Oh, okay.
But no, Price of a Confession is really good. I think I binged watched like 5 episodes in a row.
Did you watch Little Women on Netflix?
I did. So, Kim Go-eun is in Little Women, the lead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to stop watching.
I know. It was a little bit dark, yeah.
It was very, I mean, I don't know, when they turned the lights on. It was just too, girl, I was like, I'm about to lose my sight. Like, it was too dark. I'm talking about,
So I was actually thinking though,
it's too intense for me,
because we've been doing very like fluffy dramas, like very like upbeat, happy. Like, well, I guess Marry My Husband is a little bit different.
Yeah,
like dark undertones to it. But I think it would be interesting for us to do a thriller, like a crime thriller, because if you like cozy mysteries. Koreans do it pretty well too. I mean, it's pretty dark stuff. There was another one I watched, 9 Puzzles. Damn.
Well,
that one's edgy as too.
The one that I watched where it's like the killer's shopping list.
Yeah. You were I need a
That one was good. I think
it's funny though, right?
There have funny moments.
It's like a dramedy.
It's very like, I can honestly say that was the first time that I've seen something I was like, oh, this is legitimately. I feel like I'm too far from the microphone. Yeah. This is the first time I've been like, oh, this is actually a dramedy. Yeah. Like, this is actually, because there were moments from just like, is he going to catch him? Oh no. Oh shit.
And then you start laughing.
And then I'm laughing at something else. So I was like, oh, this is what they need. Because I'm telling you, usually when it's a dramedy, it's either not funny at all, and it's not dramatic enough. So in this weird space of just, I guess, regular life. But there were definitely moments where I was like, haha, and it was like, oh no, like intrigue.
Yeah.
Because like people are getting murdered. He's literally catching a serial killer.
Yeah. These are all serial killers. Yeah.
Yes, and so it was very good. I think I talked about it in the newsletter.
You did. You did. You said that you talked about it, like things you were watching.
Because I was watching it.
Yeah.
And so, but I tried to start. There was another. Also, some of them sagas are very dark. Like, some of them are there's one I tried to start, and in the first scene, the king is like bowing to like an invading army. Like, he's in the middle of like he went to.
He gets chop.
No, he bows like so many times, but he's so mad that he has to like bow to these like barbaric invaders. He bows so many times, and he's so pissed he's just hitting his head on the ground. So by the time he stands up, his whole forehead is bleeding, and I'm just like, it's only 4 minutes in.
That's so interesting.
And then I tried to get like 30 minutes, and I was just like, nope, too sad. So I need like a hat. Like, give me a thriller, but don't have me being like Night Flower was good for that. Like, there's enough like it's solve a mystery, but don't have me.
So because Crash Landing and Glory was neck and neck. I mean, I think we're going to do this again at the end of Crash Landing.
We should do a showdown where they have to pick between the two.
That's what I'm saying. I would think though, if it were to me, I would do the Glory.
You talk about it a lot
because it is one of those very impactful dramas. Like, I hadn't seen a drama in a long time where I was like, in recent memory, where I was like, okay, I get it. And I sat down and I finished it. And I was like, I get it now. There was another, Sky Castle did that for me too.
I started that and I was just like, nah.
Oh, Sky Castle's so good. So like, there's a couple of those impactful dramas. But today, we are going to be talking about the 2nd episode of Dynamite Kiss. Another fun one. So the episode takes the fireworks kiss and turns it into full emotional chaos. Okay,
love it.
So Da-rim and Ji-hyuk grow closer during a dreamy Jeju-do date, only for real life to crash in when a family emergency forces Da-rim to disappear without explanation. Okay, she literally just like leaves him. Ji-hyuk searches for her while being pulled into his own family drama. Okay, corporate chaebol drama. The episode ends with a silent, charged reunion that turns their romance into a workplace nightmare.
We love.
Or is it a nightmare, or is it shenanigans?
First of all, I'm always here for shenanigans, because that's why I love that thing on TikTok we were doing for a second, talking about just like a trash dude. Because like if he shenaned once,
he's gonna
best believe he's gonna shenan again. And I was like, this. I have seen full comedy shows where no one has said anything that's funny. But the problem is
Shanann once.
You best believe he's going Shanann
Shanann
again.
one.
Right. And so, but there's these moments because like, oh yeah, the person should be a comedian. And I'm like, no. You said one funny thing that you had multiple takes to do. So everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Now, mind you, I love a turn of phrase. You know, as a fine Southern lady, I love a turn of phrase. But let me tell you something. Of all the things in my life, I think I've always wanted to be kissed when there's fireworks going off. Because in my life, I don't think maybe one time in my whole life I've had a boyfriend on my birthday. My birthday's July 4th.
Oh.
Yes. So maybe I think one time.
I don't think I've ever.
Mr. Thomas, you ain't kissing nobody on the fireworks?
Wait, I don't think he and I ever saw fireworks. Oh, we went to Disneyland and we saw fireworks. We have some photos.
Did you smooch?
Did we smooch?
No, he was too busy running.
If I catch up to him, you'll kiss me.
Also, that hydroxy cut the thing you posted.
It's called a High Rocks.
Okay, girl.
Oh my gosh. High Rocks was very intense. I think people were
very
baffled in my personal Instagram. Everyone was like, all my friends were like, what the is this?
It's a fitness competition, honestly. It's a fitness conference, yeah.
It's all over. So fun fact, High Rock Singapore, they had Singapore version a couple weeks ago. And then the cast of Physical Asia, that show on Netflix, they were there, the Korean contestants. And it was like, and then one of the guys that was there is a K-pop star from SHINee. He was there. Chaemino, he was there. And there were so many fangirls just like at High Rocks cheering. Okay, opening scene, okay? We pick up where we left off with the firework, with the gorgeous firework kiss scene, okay?
Love it.
Tarim's like, oh my God. And she like runs away from him.
As she should.
You know, and then he's kind of stunned. He's
stupefied.
He's stupefied, yes. He is just like kind of out of it. And then
because also he don't need love.
He don't need nobody.
Listen, he a strong black man. He don't need nobody. So he's just a strong black woman. She can do it on her own. And so he is dumbfounded. He is stupefied. He is perplexed. He is all of this sheer confusion. Because when he went to kiss her, because remember, what's the thing? The first kiss, one camera angle, black.
Yeah.
Second kiss.
I know. They did the whole thing. They had the drone.
The whole jib spun around. And so that's how you know. That's how you know.
It was a dynamite kiss.
It was a dynamite kiss. Also, dynamite count. I'm starting a dynamite count.
Dynamite count. So then they go back to the table, and of course the ex is fuming because they witnessed this kiss, but the friend's like, oh, y'all kiss. Are y'all tired from the kiss? You're overwhelmed.
She's like, shouldn't you be exhausted from this kiss? And listen, as someone who's when you're exhausted from a kiss, you're just like, man, let's go.
So then they end up dancing, right?
Which took forever to start.
Yeah, so they like go dance and they're like doing this whole thing. It's again another very romantic moment. He pulls her in close and they do the middle school dance thing, you know?
Love it.
He pulls her in. It's super romantic. I was squealing. And then they had a little needle drop with a cute little song, Say You Love Me by Wendy. It's Wendy from Red Velvet, another K-pop girl group.
I'm very proud of myself because I was totally on board with all the lovey-dovey stuff. I'm feeling lovey-dovey again. Because before I've been like, man, all right, we ain't watching this show. I don't know what I'm supposed to tell Onni, but like the whole time I was like, oh.
I know.
I was having the squealing moments as opposed to, man, these people. Are y'all in love and shit? That's great.
You know what I'm into? Because Thomas was like, I was watching and I was like doing this and I was just like, and then I know he was I was squealing the entire time because it's just so like, oh, you know what I mean?
Listen, and recently I think I need to be more, it's like, hee, but I literally stopped, I was like, oh.
But I love the fact that we are watching dramas now. Because again, Queen of Tears, I didn't have that at all.
They didn't have any of that in there.
I literally had it for Pumja and her guy.
Because there was never a moment between the two of them
fighting all the time.
Yes, and it was always either fighting, misunderstandings, or disagreements.
I know.
And then it was like,
and the Marry My Husband, it was like kind of like I had moments.
Ji-hyuk kept, and excuse my French, Ji-hyuk kept fucking it up. Whenever there was a real moment where it could have been like, he'd be like, But no.
And he did really swoony things, but yeah. And then obviously Genie. There are moments when Genie I would be like, oh my God, this magical being. I'm just like, okay, immortal one. Like you are.
I really hate that people did not love that show as much as we did.
Honestly, anyways, yes.
That's a whole other.
Yeah, but this one, I'm kind of like, okay. So then Chungwon, after the dance, he literally corners Da-rim. Inappropriate.
Disrespectful.
Then says, okay, you've caught my attention. I'm interested. Why don't you come sneak out in the middle of the night?
I'll text you a room number.
I'll get us a room and we can, do the dirty or whatever. And she's like, what the f***? No. And he grabs her wrist. And that's a dirty move. Grabs her wrist. And then he at one point grabs her shoulder.
Real trash ass move.
And she's just like, get away from me. How dare you do this? And then he blackmails her. He's like, you know what? If you don't sleep with me, then I'm not going to do your boyfriend's deal. 알았어. Psychopath. What a f***ing dick. And then that's when
this
Ji-hyuk comes in, punches him, and he's like, ah! And he bleeds and he falls.
And then punches him, gets up mad, goes to come at him again. Then Ji-hyuk kicks him in the shins.
Oh,
he falls again.
It's like a quick
yes,
kick.
It's like a
And then he tells him, I'm never going to do business with you. Why would I do business with someone as trashy as you?
Also,
you know what I mean?
Now
you're a liability.
You're a liability. So if we're talking about $20 million.
Yep. And then you have a fucker who's sexually harassing people. There you go.
His ex-girlfriend.
Ugh. So then, key moment number 1, they start falling for each other on a romantic beach moment, okay? So they go to the beach. Very pretty beach, okay?
Honestly, I thought
it was a CGI beach.
Listen, if it was...
It's a CGI beach.
But
maybe it's a real beach.
I think it was a real beach. Okay. This is a lighting thing.
It was stunning.
Because it was absolutely gorgeous. Because at one point I was like, is this a set? And then I saw how the water... I was like, I don't think this is a set. If it was a set...
Dang.
I'm fucking impressed.
Maybe they just used water taken a different... Anyway, so... They're there.
But it would probably cost more money to make a beach.
I know. Then
go
to a regular
hey, let's go to the beach at night.
Yeah. So she's taking care of his hand. Of course, another trope. You gotta
put a little iodine on the wound,
yes.
a little cream, so he doesn't get a scar.
So she's doing that, and she apologizes. She's like, "I'm sorry that your plan fell through. I'm sorry." And he's like, "Don't worry about it. Not a huge deal." And then she says it upsets her because this is the person she used to love, And then he's just like, "Well, maybe you thought it was love because love doesn't exist." You're like, "Okay, sure."
And I was like,
"What?" And she's like, "What do you mean?" And she kind of pushes back.
You love your mama, don't you?
Then the beach starts lighting up. Have you seen this?
Bioluminescence? There's a
it happens in LA.
Where?
We went during pandemic. I went. It was crazy. I went to Venice.
I know there's a lagoon in Puerto Rico where it happens.
Yeah, so it happens it happens here. So that's why I knew what it was. The plankton, it lights up.
I know what
insane.
It is. But I've always wanted to see it.
Yeah,
but to go to watch it in Puerto Rico, you have to get up literally at 3 a.m, go to a ferry.
Yeah. You got to do all that. So she's there.
But it happens here?
Yeah, it happens in LA. I went to Venice.
In
Venice, I think it depends on it's seasonal and maybe I think certain things need to be right. The environment needs to something needs to happen for it to
all of the humans being
but it's stuff. It's seaweed and things are lit up.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's honestly very cool.
It's gorgeous. So she's there. She's prancing around with her dress, spinning.
Girl, when I saw her get in the water with that, I was like,
I know
lift your dress
$8,000 dress.
This $7,000 dress. It's I was like, that dress is worth. Act like you've been somewhere before. You're supposed to at least pick up the bottom of your dress.
I know.
Tie it up some kind of way.
So then he's fallen in love with her, and then he says, "Hey, how about we extend a day to her contract?" And she's like, "Oh, do you have another client?"
He's nah, baby girl.
Nope. He's like, "Oh," and he tells her, he's like, "I didn't kiss you because of business reasons. I kissed you for personal reasons." And then he's officially asks her on a date. He's like, "Let's spend the day together." And she's like, "Okay." Honestly, this was so nice, just having a straightforward person, like a straightforward man, just say, "Hey, I like you," because usually a lot of these dramas,
It does not happen at
just
all.
like it's stretched out.
This
you're just fighting, and you're like, "I don't
this
like
is
you."
Episode 7. Like, this is we're finally gonna ask you out on a date. I'm finally gonna tell you that I'm interested. Like, the fact that it is happening in the beginning of episode 2
It's just
crazy. So now I'm just like, okay, well, if it's this early in the episode, are they actually going to go on the date? Is something going to happen?
right. So I'm
What's
just kind of
gonna go
like,
on?
right. So they go, right. So it's the next day. Oh, they're in their hotel rooms. This was so cute.
Where she's rolling around.
And she's like, yeah, like, oh my God, he's like, well, we're gonna, like, oh my God, like, he asked me out on a date. Boy, bichoso. Like, she's like, you know. And then he is like Googling how to kiss.
My favorite one is, why is the sun not rising? But he gets a phone call.
It's like 10 p.m. and he's like, why is
the
the
sun not up? But like, he's on the phone with his homeboy and he was talking about the perfect kiss. And he's like, did you kiss that guy? And he's like, what? What are you talking about? No, I didn't kiss that dude. I found out he was trash. And he said, I'm staying another day to pursue someone else. I'm not coming back yet.
Yes. Okay. So then the next day, right? They have their romantic date in Jeju-do.
Okay. Jeju-do is Jeju Island. And then somebody is really town?
I don't know.
Because Yeongdeori, somebody.
Yeah, but first Do is island.
Right.
Yeah. So that's
I was
like
wondering if
this,
it was the same kind of situation. Where it's
yeah,
like
maybe.
somebody town. Yeongdeori town.
Maybe.
Jeju Island.
Yeah. So Jeju-do, they are riding bikes. They're looking at animals. They're going through like a patch of, what is it? The yellow flowers.
And the flowers, the ajumas are like.
Okay, that made me laugh because remember when Nick was here? Your favorite, your Korean dad was here. He talked about the ajumas interrupting. You know what I mean? Then I told you my story about being It's just that's what it was.
I love ajuma. They're like, hey, can you beat it?
Like, okay, sure, ajuma.
That bowl of seafood, when I saw them octopus arms,
That
I
looks
was
so
like,
good. Oh no, you know I love seafood.
Hold on. I love seafood, but I don't like tentacles.
You don't. You like? I would say you like American seafood.
No. What I'm saying is that if you gave me octopus and I didn't know so much about it, right? You see what I'm saying? Like with octopus, where they put like the whole arm in there. Because the thing is, I'll eat calamari with the little legs if it's fried.
Calamari is not. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you like American seafood. This is like Asian seafood. So when we go to Korea, I think you're gonna. It's fine. I like the Asian. I will eat it when it's like raw. When it's like I'm just like stick it in my mouth.
All I'm saying is like, because also it's like I don't want to eat. Sometimes I'm like, I know it had a face. It don't need to see me.
So this is when they're chatting. This is interesting because they start getting a little bit serious. So he's like really wanting to get to know her, right? So she tells him that she's been a hermit for a couple of years, right? So she's about to say it's because she's been studying, but she stops herself and she just says, oh, like it's actually for family reasons. And he's like, oh, what's going on with your family? And then she just like runs away.
Also, because, sir, I don't know you.
It's interesting though, because I feel like, and this is where we kind of start seeing as we move into these episodes, there's fluff, but now we're kind of going into the meat of these characters because clearly Da-rim has a lot. She has a lot on her plate going on, okay? And then you meet Ji-hyuk's family and you're like, he has a lot going on. So anyways, so then she finds a 4-leaf clover. We love 4-leaf clovers. Another trope apparently now. So then she's like, I'm going to give this to you. And he's like, why don't you keep it? She goes, oh, but you're my luck. I found you. That was really cute. I was like, yeah. Okay. And then they go on a boat.
I knew she was going to fall in. As soon as, I'll tell you, I knew when he walked up where the railing was and tried to pose.
And you're like,
and
she's going to fall.
Like, oh, come up here. And I'm like, she's going to fall in. She has to fall in.
She wanted to see the dolphin.
Also,
she falls. He jumps.
You ever swim with dolphins?
No. Oh my God. This is like, okay, I'm very bitter. Really quickly. I went on a sailing trip, okay? My colleagues, they knew, so everyone in Sweden apparently knows how to sail. Like all these kids just grow up sailing. It's like a whole thing, okay?
Yeah, because
the Swedish folk.
Listen,
they got to do all the water sports, all the summer sports because they don't get any sun, right? You know,
so
only
you got to
during
do
the
it when
summer.
you can.
Yeah. So we went on a trip, and it was like a crazy trip. So anyways, a bunch of like me and my colleagues went, and we sailed around Greece. It was the coolest trip ever because I had never.
How long does that take?
It was like over a week. So we went sailing to all the islands. It was wild. But long story short, when you're on a fucking boat, you have to cook and you have to do all these things. So you're like kind of like in a crew,
like a below deck situation.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So like, you know, I didn't like to sail. They tried to teach me. I was like, I'm good. And they were teaching me how to knot. Like, you got to learn how to knot a rope and stuff because you don't want if you tie the boat, you don't want the boat to disappear. And I was, anyways.
You were like, I don't work here.
So I was like I would clean. I was like cleaning stuff. So I prefer that. And I would cook. Okay. So we were downstairs. I'm cooking. My friend, I think it was Kenny. Kenny and I are cooking. And then from up above, we hear, oh my God, dolphins. And we're like, what? And I'm like, oh my God. But we're like cooking. So I'm like, turn off the stove. I was like, we got to see the dolphins. We go up.
They were already gone?
Missed the fucking dolphins. Missed the fucking dolphins. That was so upsetting. I really wanted to see the dolphins. And they were like, oh my God. And they had videos. They were so close. They were right next to the, yeah.
I would have been in tears.
I really want to see dolphins.
I would have cried later. When I took my mom like on our first like real vacation.
Yeah.
We took her because like we had like vacations like, you know, we're in a like I'd never been like to a resort like out of the country before. And so we went down to I took her to Cancun for Christmas. And so we went to Isla Mujeres, which is like an island like off of Cancun. You take a ferry out. We went in December, so it was like a lot of seaweed and stuff, so we couldn't really be in the ocean. And so you go to this like, and I didn't know until we got there, it was like an aquarium. What you would do is like you come and shake the dolphin's hand.
Do they do the little tricks?
So they do the little tricks, but one of the tricks that the dolphins do is, because this pin is huge. And so what you do is you go to the end of so we're all on this platform. And so everyone takes a turn walking down. And so you we all have like life vests on. And so you kind of like float out, swim out to the middle. And then the dolphins, what you do is you lay flat, and then the dolphin takes their nose and puts it in the bottom of your foot. And they go, and so they swim very fast.
Yeah.
Which is like, you basically like Superman up.
Yeah.
And so
cute.
When I did it, it was it's like I got up some, but what happened, I just got a bunch of ocean water in my face, and I had gel in my hair, so I'm like, but it was still pretty cool, because at one point you can like hold on to the fin, and they move you around, they take you around, and then they do the thing with your feet.
So she tries to see the dolphin, and then she falls into the water.
And of course she can't swim, because when would she have gotten a chance?
Like, I don't know how to swim. She's like, I can't swim. And he dives in, pulls her out.
Because you know a chaebol can swim?
I know. And he pulls her out. And then she pulls...
Hold on. When she fell in, I was like, where's my trope of her sinking down to the bottom? Because you know
but she didn't though sink though. She just kind of landed and she was already kind of bobbing.
Well, that's why I was like, where's my other trope? Because what I was expecting is her to fall in.
No, but that's only for dramatic moments. Like it's like, you know, like something
too cutesy.
It's so too you don't need someone falling down a like a fucking, you know what I mean? He has to save her.
Well, he was going to save her, but it was going to be him.
But you know what I mean,
dressed.
though? There's no stress. There's no issue. There's no backstory. There's no mystery. Okay,
this is just a and it's like, oh, you saved me, as opposed to
because this whole plot is for them to kiss and have sex. Oh, yes. Literally. So like, pulls her out.
She couldn't be that like in danger because then she would have needed medical assistance.
Yeah. Okay. So he pulls her out, and then she's on the boat, right? She's like on the floor, and then he's like, are you okay? And then she like pulls him in for a kiss, which I did not expect
at all. I was literally like,
let's go, Tadim.
I was braiding my hair and was like, what?
Cool, Tadim, let's go. Like she pulls him in. Then the next scene, they're back in the hotel room. They're magically dry. This really annoyed me. They're magically dry, okay?
I mean, listen, think about how long it took. We have to put the boat back in the dock, and then we got to be in the car.
Okay, well, they're fully dry. And then this scene, they are like making out and they're going at it, okay?
This was my girl what moment, because I'm like, there is no way. There's no way.
They're going to have sex.
They're going to hook up on their first date in the second episode. I was like, what are these dramas coming to?
Listen, if
they're
both feeling the passion.
I was like, this is the Americanization. I was like, I don't like this. I was literally sitting, my mouth was open. And I was like, are you...
Episode 2.
That's why this is my girl what moment.
And did you notice Homegirl undresses him first? She's like, Da-rim knows what she's doing.
Oh, she has a shirt. But she gets the moment and she's like, oh, we didn't take a shower. And he was like, can dipping in the ocean count? And she's like, no.
So he runs.
But also, I think the shower thing is a good tactic to be like, hey, maybe.
Yeah. She needed to regroup. She was like, we're moving a little too fast.
When you get caught up in it.
She just met it. You've known this man less than 48 hours.
Truly.
Yeah, truly. Like,
and
yeah.
But he's already paid you half the money, so he's already covered his medical bill.
Yeah, and he's just so swoony. Oh, I do have to say the actor, right? His voice, he has an incredibly sexy voice. Like, to me, it's more his voice than his face. His face is fine.
His face is fine.
But the voice... This week, we're going to talk about fun facts about the drama, okay?
Fun facts.
And again, because this drama is kind of ongoing or like had just ended, we don't have that much. So I try to get as much as we can, right? So the drama is co-written, I said this earlier in the episode, by a team, Ha Yuna and Tae Kyung-min, who's the writing duo behind Mystic Pop-Up Ball, okay?
Did you see that show?
No, I need to watch. It's on Netflix. I'll watch it. And then it was directed by Kim Jae-hyun, who also directed a drama, which I did not watch, $1 Lawyer. That's supposed to be good. So it was produced by Samhwa Networks and Studio S for SBS. And it had a multi-billion dollar, a billion won contract, which I actually have the number. Oh, so their budget was 11.5 million. Okay. 11.5 million for 14 episodes.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. So people are super, super excited, fans and critics both, about the chemistry between the two leads because it is truly great.
I think this is going to be Queen of Tears big.
Yeah. So right now, so the leads are, An Eun-jin, who we love, and then the male lead, his name is Chang Gyung, and he's famous. Okay. People are loving like the key scenes in like the rain moments, near kiss buildups, and intense emotional beats that are trending on social media. So this show is truly all over right now.
Oh, my K-drama recommendations, it's like the ones that pop up on my TikTok. This keeps.
It's international fans and it's Korean fans too. It's an SBS drama and it's on the Wednesday and Thursday drama slot, which traditionally the past couple of years, because of streaming, it hasn't been doing that well. So it's suffered a bit. But this is the first drama in 6 years where they won that time slot, which is great. It's a huge deal for SBS. It's very exciting for them. Their ratings are pretty high right now. So episode 8... it broke 6.7% nationwide and 7.1% metropolitan. And this is Nielsen Korea percentages. And again, Wednesday and Thursday are known to be ratings dead zones, but this performance is pretty good. It's surpassed the peak ratings of earlier SBS dramas as well. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. People are excited. The Netflix top 10 rankings is doing very well. It hit number 4 globally twice. The cumulative watch time, and this is based on stats up until December 7th, right? So last week. Cumulative watch time is 122.2 million hours. Wow. It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
And how many episodes are out?
Right now, probably based on this. 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's based on 8 episodes. Yeah. Volkswagen Korea is providing the vehicles.
That's amazing.
Thank you. So some cast related notes. Chang Gyung, who's the lead, it's his. He returns to an SBS drama for the first time in 3 years. An Eun-jin, Kim Moo-jin, who plays the best friend, and a handful of other people. This is their first SBS drama, and then there's several cast reunions occur from following hit projects such as My Dearest and $1 Lawyer. So I'll go back and I'll kind of dig in and see who is in which. Not a lot of fun facts, but it's doing well. SBS is happy. Netflix seems to be happy.
Some
the
facts,
fan
some
base,
facts.
They're thrilled. So, okay, so then he goes to the bathroom, right? And then we jump to Seoul, okay? This is the wedding from hell, apparently. Okay?
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
So Da-rim's mom is at the wedding hall for her sister's wedding, right? Everyone's getting ready. But then the grooms disappeared and the brides disappeared, okay?
And then this
trope time
loan shark This is my question. Is this like, when you become a loan shark, they're like, okay, there's certain things you're going to have to wear. Also, you got to have henchmen. You got to have guys.
You got to wear like the tacky suit.
It's very
But
much.
it's like very Miami. Like, you know what I mean? The look, you know?
Yeah, the look is very Miami. Very, very, think about the Tacky family on Crazy Rich Asians.
Yes.
Where it's like, y'all are very rich.
Yeah, like gold chains.
Very new money. Because like, I've always wondered, like with loan sharks, I'm like, how do you get, because to be a loan shark, you have to have like.
The capital. Well, I think they're tied to probably gangs.
Oh, I think loan sharking might be an illegal money laundering scheme.
Yeah.
Because you loan people money.
Yeah.
And then they have to give you back your money.
Yeah.
Man, this sounds hard. This is why crime is so like.
So the loan sharks come and they literally push Da-rim's mom, which I was like, my goodness.
When he had her mom hemmed up by this
I was just
collar,
like, what is happening?
I'm like, why are you grabbing this woman by her hanbok?
I know. What is? At a wedding of all things. So he pushes her down. She's frightened. And then we see Da-rim. Oh, sorry. Da-rim's sister Da-jung and her husband. He has the wedding money, you know, in traditional, in like Asian weddings, they give money. So he has like the box.
A lot of cultures do that.
I know. That made me laugh though. He had this and he's like, we gotta go. She's like, what are you talking about? We're about to get married. And he's like, let it go. We're gonna go. So like they flee, leaving half the fucking envelopes on the floor. And I'm like,
stupid.
What's
stupid.
happening?
There's money.
I don't know. Like,
but he did all of this because he heard the loan sharks. He's looking at some type of. I don't know.
He's looking at his crypto because basically, yeah, we find out he lost his all. He looks
at the crypto. They're like, maybe we can take the wedding envelope money. My thing was, why not just let them have the wedding envelope money?
Just give them something.
Just pay them something. If they came to your wedding because they knew you would have money coming. Yeah. But also, if he's supposed to be from this fancy family.
He was lying. He was lying or she was lying.
Somebody was lying.
It's dirt. He's trash bag. Okay. So.
God. Waste man.
Then. So Da-rim's mom is back at her house. And Sonu, her friend's there, right? Mm-hmm. And then she gets a text from her daughter saying she gave her mom's savings, took their home equity loan out, and borrowed from a loan shark, all to have the guy blow the money. She was like, oh my God, I did all this because he promised he would pay me back, but he ended up blowing it all on crypto. Wild.
Crypto is unregulated gambling.
I mean, it's investing, but yes.
The stock market.
Stock market is
gambling. It's truly gambling with an entire economy. So, but I guess I don't understand what is this man saying, or what kind of dick is he slinging to make you go into your mother's savings.
Mom's savings and your home. Your mother's home.
You put a lien on your mother's home and borrowed from a loan shark, meaning that you were probably paying in a circle. Honestly, if this was me, because she's like, we're going to miss the wedding. And he's like, it's fine. It's just, it's a thing. It's fine. I don't know if I was her, if I would have left with him.
Also, the audacity of this girl to be like, hey, sister, you can't come to my wedding because my well-to-do husband
and his family,
they're going to judge you. And I'm like, this is the well-to-do husband?
Knowing good and well, you stole your mother's savings.
You knew you did all of this, but you still didn't want your sister.
Maybe she felt guilty. Or she's just trying to maintain this lie.
No, she's trashy too. They're both trashy.
So
Ajima, right? She has a heart attack. She literally keels over. She has a heart attack.
Because now she knows that she's going to lose her home. Because
she lost all of her money.
She lost all of her money. She can't even pay for this wedding that didn't even happen. And now her daughter is on the run.
So Sonu is there, takes her to the hospital, right? And then he calls Da-rim, who's in bed, about to do the, about to have a fun time.
Morning.
Yes.
Good evening. Good afternoon.
He's like, you need to come here ASAP. Your mom's collapsed. She's in the hospital. So she runs runs out of the room, doesn't get a chance to say goodbye to him.
Not only does she run out of the room, she runs out of the hotel.
She runs out of the hotel. He pops out and he's like, hey. And then he sees her running across the lobby. Mm-hmm. He chases her to the airport, right? Mm-hmm. And of course, the tropes of them like just missing each other.
Just missing each other.
So he's there in the elevator, but she has her, she's tying her shoelaces so she doesn't see him. Mm-hmm. And then she gets to the top and he's facing the other direction. So they completely pass each other, right? So then Da-rim gets to the hospital. Her mom's in surgery. She's breaking down to Sunwoo, being like, I can't lose my mom. This made me sad. She was like, I haven't been able to do anything for her. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't have her leave now. Very tragic, okay? And then Ji-hyuk is looking for her. Like, he's running around like a lunatic. He finally goes back to Seoul, tells his friend, hey, I'm back. The deal, the Hassan ended up being like, cool. We found out that Chungwon's a trash bag too, so we don't want him anymore. So
I wonder if it's gonna mess up. I wonder if Hassan's gonna go around other companies being like, hey, don't mess with this dude. Or what if he'll have like a rival and be like, you should definitely hire this man.
That'd be so funny if he comes back. I don't know if he comes back.
He has to come back.
Okay. So he's looking for her. And then there was a conversation that they had in Jeju-do, okay? Mm-hmm. She talked about how in her neighborhood there is a grandfather tree. It's a special shaped tree, right? Mm-hmm. And it's right by a convenience store. So whenever she's feeling like stuck or stressed, she just likes to go and look at the tree.
And she'll have chocolate ice cream and sit underneath it and think.
So he's in the car in traffic, but then he looks over, then he sees a grandfather tree. So he just like gets out of the car, runs over to see, and it's not the place, okay? But what he ends up doing is he makes a spreadsheet of all of the grandfather trees in Seoul, and he's going around looking for the right spot. He tells Kyungnim, his friend, that like he's in love with this girl. There's a funny scene where he's like drawing a photo of her.
That's another girl what? Because the way that he when they turn, I was like, and he was like, no. She's like, that's when he goes, she's monolid, she's this, she's that. And like she has a cute smile. She's so cute when she smiles.
She looks like a baby face.
And he's looking at this drawing going, yeah, that's it. Like, sir.
And then there's another moment that we see where they order chicken and she's working as a fried chicken delivery person and they pass each other again. They miss each other.
She's working in the convenience store. She's working at a bar. Now she's the chicken delivery driver.
She got to make all that money because her mom's hospital bills, right?
And her mom only has like 18,000 won in the bank.
Oh, that made me so sad. When I saw that, that stressed me out. He's going around asking high monies. He shows, and then at one point he shows another photo. It's like an anime photo of like
nuts.
I was screaming. It made me laugh so hard. But he's really trying.
Like, do you know anyone that looks like this? And how Moni goes, yes, me.
Back in the day, that's me.
I had a line of men around the court. But it's like, you also like nowadays, like when people talk about like, in modern time, there's no line of, like, and I was like, oh, it's the prettiest girl in my village. It's like, there's no
prettiest girl in the village.
No one's doing prettiest girl in the village anymore.
Like, we're like looking at Instagram models. We're
looking at butt models. And that girl, listen, all she wants is your subscription.
The equivalent of like the pretty village girl is like their OnlyFans account.
The followers. It's like, back in my day, I had 1 million subscribers on OnlyFans.
That's so sad.
I bought my mama a house. Off of feet pictures.
Then she goes home. There's a bank employee being like, hey, like your sister took out a home equity loan and she's defaulting on payment. So we may have to take your house. Wild. So she's on the phone. She's calling her sister, leaving voicemails being like, what have you done? Like, could you imagine taking a loan out of your house? Putting it up as a that's insane to me. And then she's like looking at her nails. I know you said you didn't like the fake nails.
Those press-ons, it doesn't take. Let me tell you why it bothered me.
Korean people. Have you seen Korean nails? They do fantastic
That's
job.
my point.
Okay. So
it'd be different. It'd be different if they weren't. No, I just saw a girl on TikTok who was a nail shop. She just, because of the tariffs, she just flew to Korea
to get her nails done
for a nail expo because she has a nail shop. She said she spent $4,000 in supplies and brought them back over here.
Yeah,
it would have been cheaper because if she tried to order it, it'd have been like $8,000 to $12,000.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me the place that is giving us beauty the house down? You're telling me they got that girl looking all lifted? It made my eyes itch. Girl, them press-ons are stressing me out.
Well, she looks at it and it reminds her of her like Cinderella night, which made me so sad.
Was your little dishpan hands around
I know. It just made me sad. So she thinks about Ji-hyuk and she's like, oh my God, I left without even saying goodbye.
This is my thing. Don't they have each other's numbers? You made a whole business deal. You mean to tell me this man made a whole business deal with this girl and did not get her phone number or her name?
K-drama logic.
Fine.
So now we jump to the other family, okay? So Ji-hyuk's family. Okay, so we have the introduction of a chaebol family.
Because we didn't know he was a chaebol. We thought he was a business
Yes,
man.
we didn't know. So we see a company called Natural BeBe, okay?
Natural BeBe. I love their little logo, too.
They have a little logo. So it is a baby food company, baby brand company that is huge in Asia. And they want to expand into other markets. That's the goal, okay? So you have the chairman, and then you have his daughter, Ji-hyuk, okay?
Come on, chairman.
So they're getting ready, and then they're just like, oh, we need a strong distribution partner to do this. So the chairman's like, how about this company, okay? It's called TUCNT. How about TUCNT? And then the daughter's like, oh, they already have partners. Like, that'd be difficult for us to get. But then chairman's like, actually, I want your brother and the daughter to get married, okay? So that's the daughter, the girl that we saw earlier, Hayoung, okay?
Who pulled up to the house and he was like, your lip color's wrong.
Yes. And then you see Hayoung. Hayoung has her own gallery. She has her own gallery. She's a gallerist, and she's walking around, and she's like, oh, I feel like all of our paintings are too
luxurious.
It's too luxurious. It's too uptight. We need something to bring down. Like, we need to make art for the people, right? So she's like, I want something more homey. So she starts looking through, and she finds a photographer, or like a photo that she really likes. So she's going to go find this person, okay? So we know that.
We find out whose picture?
Yeah, so it's Kim Sunwoo, who happens to be
old boy,
the best friend. Okay, so then we find out that so we jump to a hospital. Okay, it's a psychiatric hospital, and there's an ajumma there. Okay, who looks real sad, and then the ajumma is escorted out by a driver, and he calls her 사모님, which means she is a well-to-do lady, okay? She's the wife. 사모님 is like, ma'am, like the chairman's wife, kind of like
Madam,
right?
yes,
Madam.
Yes.
And they're using his mom in a PR photo op. She's getting interviewed by a reporter, okay?
Come on, oh, you have this baby company, the family is so important, and he puts, the chairman puts his hand on her hand, and she's like
she doesn't like it.
She's in agony. She's like clenching her skirt.
And you could tell something's off. And then the reporter asks about her daughter, Ji-hyuk, right? And then the ajumma starts just laughing. Samonim starts like cackling. Okay. So it's, and then we see Ji-hyuk rushing in. They end the interview. And Ji-hyuk is really, really upset at his father. And father
you used my mom as a prop.
Yes. And then the dad's just like, well, she doesn't do anything. This is the least
deadbeat wife.
Yeah. And he's like, then divorce her. Why are you doing this to her?
How is she a deadbeat? She's in a psychiatric ward.
Exactly. And then he's like, but dad, you made her this way. And then he fucking slaps him. I was like, Jesus, there's a lot happening.
He slapped tapes out of his mouth.
He slaps him. And then Ji-hyuk's just kind of like, you need to divorce her. And then the dad says, I'll divorce your mom if you join the family business.
Okay.
Sure.
This is and that's another trope. I hope you wrote that down.
I know.
Weird. What's the word I'm trying to say? Not leverage.
It's what's it? A negotiation tactic.
No. Ultimatum.
Ultimatum.
Weird ultimatum.
Yeah.
That is
weird ultimatum.
Weird ultimatum being just like, I will save this company if you change your whole life for me.
Right. So he's like, oh, come into the business and marry Hayoung. You have to marry the other chaebol daughter, right?
So those
are the two. Yeah.
So basically, the One thing we keep seeing a lot in dramas right now is the daughter being the head of the company.
Yes.
Like the boy keeps getting skipped because they're just like, oh, this is my more competent. But you can tell they're both competent.
Yeah.
But because of the mom, he doesn't want to work for the dad because he agrees to to come to the company. He agrees to get married. He's like, I'll do all of this, but I'll send you over a notarized agreement. And the father was like, notarized. He's very thorough.
The notarized part made me laugh. I was like, damn. I was like, he is.
Honestly, it almost wants me to make me to become a notary. Truly. We know why he got it notarized. He has to make the agreement because that flashback. So we're in the car.
Yeah. This made me sad.
And you see, and so the mom is going to take her hair down.
Yeah.
Because he goes, I'm sorry I didn't protect you. And she's like, what do you have to be sorry about?
Yeah.
And she goes to take her hair from her tight bun down.
Yeah.
And then you see the scars on her wrist. And then you find out that he found her when he was younger, which means that woman's probably been in a psychiatric facility for at least 20 years.
So I think there's another common trope that happens now in dramas is that
the mother's been in an abused marriage and the son has to help.
Yes. And then I just feel like a lot of these chaebols or these like men or like, no, not even just like both chaebols. Like we saw this. Okay. So for instance, we saw Hae neglected as a child because her brother died and her mom was like mean to her
and her mom
or blamed her. Right. So we have that instance. In Marry My Husband, we have that Ji-hyuk too. I mean, the dad was cheating and then he grew up motherless, right?
Because his mom passed.
And he had a lot of resentment. So he had a lot of like childhood trauma.
And was raised by
Haraboji. And then in Genie Make-A-Wish,
her mother
literally left her daughter to the wolves because her daughter was a psychopath and she could not handle it.
Even though they had enough money probably to send her to somebody and just figure it out.
The parental figures in some of these dramas, you're just like, wow.
But the grandparents are showing up.
Even in this one, I was just kind of like, wow, okay, we have another, like, imagine as a child seeing your mom trying to commit suicide and you saving your mom.
Well, what I also was like, is anybody mama okay? His mother's in a psychiatric hospital since before Obama. And then her mama just had a heart attack.
Yeah.
And it's like, are there any more moms?
So, question. Which family situation feels more suffocating right now? Da-rim's or Ji-hyuk's?
Da-rim's.
Yeah, man.
Because here's the thing. He's got enough of his own money from his business.
He doesn't have to fucking sit there and work 5 jobs and run around.
He doesn't have to work 5 jobs and run around. Once his parents get divorced, he can set his mom up in her own apartment. All of that stuff. Right. She can't pay her mother's medical bills, and they're about to be on the street.
But the other flip side to this is that we know that Da-rim grew up with love. It's because she always thinks about her dad and her mom. Like she loves, I feel like her parents loved her.
Wait, where is the money?
What money?
He would have paid her. He said he was going to give her 10 times.
She just bounced.
She got half. Oh, she don't even think she got half? She said she wanted half up front. So she had to at least get half the money before the date. I
think she's using that. Yeah. Hopefully she's using that.
Or maybe because I wanted to see her use the half of the money from him to pay some of these medical bills.
Maybe she did. But I feel like Ji-hyuk, though, again, sad chaebol, cold man, because he grew up without a father figure. So he is just sad. Anyways, so. Okay. So Ji-hyuk agrees, right? So he goes to Natural BeBe, okay? Then we're at Natural BeBe, the offices. There's a lady, okay? She's begging for a job at the front desk, okay? She has a resume. Then Ji-hyuk, the sister, comes in. She looks at her resume and she's like, oh, it seems like you've started and stopped a lot of your jobs. And she's like, oh, it's because I've had 3 kids. And then Ji-hyuk, so we discovered that Ji-hyuk, the sister, is kind of competitive and evil. She's a villain because she's out to get Ji-hyuk, okay? So she's like, actually, why don't we hire you? So she has the grand plan. She needs to bring her brother into the business, right? She's going to create a special task force team full of mothers, okay?
Yep.
Working mamas with kids under the age of 6 years old, even better, right? And she's going to build a task force team for Ji-hyuk to manage because she wants Ji-hyuk to fail.
But why?
because it's going to be like, it's succession, right? Who's going to take over the business? Because he was kind of out of the picture, but now all of a sudden, dad's like, we're bringing in your brother.
I think, but it's always where's the boy has to be here. The boy has to be here.
There's a whole thing.
But it's your son doesn't want to work with you because of what happened to his mom. He doesn't want anything to do with you because of what happened to his mom. And so now you had to force his hand. So for his mother to get a divorce, he has to marry somebody he won't even touch.
Yes. So that plan's set. Then our Tarimi, right? Her mom wakes up. They're crying. Seonu's very sweet. Seonu offers to pay for some of her mom's medical bills because he's like, hey, like she's like my mom too, and that she helped me raise my son during the divorce. I'm happy to help. She's like, no, I got this. I'm gonna get a real job. That's the only way to do this. I have to get a real job. She goes home. She starts applying. She's on LinkedIn, okay? Like looking, and she's like, man, I'm too old.
You can apply for jobs on LinkedIn?
That's how you apply.
I thought there was just a place.
I mean, their site wasn't LinkedIn, but I'm just describing.
Oh, I thought LinkedIn was just a place to put your resume.
No.
But apparently
it's a marketplace for
Apparently now it's like Facebook. Like there's like
it's actually
and all kind of.
It's actually quite insufferable. Meaning people just post these things like anyways. It's another conversation, but
I got confused. Well, I mean, by the time it started popping, I didn't need it anymore.
So she applies. So she's applying, or she's like looking for jobs. So she's either too old, or she doesn't have an experience. Okay, and she's like, oh geez, and then she sees the posting from Natural BeBe, and Natural BeBe is basically like, we don't need anything. You just need to be a mom.
No, nothing.
And she's like, what? So this entire night, she's like, wait, do I apply for this? Because she thinks, oh, above, I have a 6-year-old who lives in my house, technically.
There's a baby here.
There's a baby here. So she's going back and forth, hemming and hawing. She's like talking to her dad, being like, please, dad, please forgive me for making this like for lying, right? But she applies to the job, okay? Because she really needs it, okay? And then we see Ji-hyuk reviewing Da-rim's application. So she's on the yes pile for the interviews, okay? And then Ji-hyuk walks in and she tells him to review the resumes. He sees it. I thought he would notice there, but he just flips right through it because he doesn't give a shit.
Because he's really not paying attention. But also, how is he going to... Because her eyes aren't bright. Her cheeks aren't... Her face isn't
like
cute.
This. She's just kind of
just like, please.
And then he's assuming, and she's telling, the sister's telling him, oh, these are all women who are married with kids, right?
So he's not going to pay attention to the face anyway. Yeah.
So then, on interview day, we jump to the interview day, okay? Da-rim walks in, and she's ready, and she's like, 안녕하세요, 고 Da-rim입니다, right? She's just like ready to go. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. And she bows, and she lifts her head, and then their eyes lock. And it's...
And it's old boy. But what I love is that he's sitting there in the interviews. He's drawing a 4-leaf clover.
That's all he's thinking about.
It's in the back of his phone.
Okay. So, final thoughts. Do we think Ji-hyuk falling this fast feels earned? Or is it classic K-drama acceleration? Acceleration. Well, I also think like Ji-hyuk.
If he's someone who's like, love's not real and this doesn't matter, because because now it's like, if you look at the relationship with his parents, it makes sense that he's just like, love isn't fuck love, all this other stuff. So it makes sense that he's just like, this isn't, because this is your example, but it might not. I think sometimes you feel things you don't expect to feel. I've been in situations with people where this guy was talking to my friends and he was like, sometimes you don't expect what happens to happen. And so I think it even like with friends and stuff, but he saw something that he's probably never seen in the people around him because he's so business oriented. Like his sister's trying to sabotage him. His father just set him up in basically a no-win situation for him to save his mom because he refuses to divorce this woman. And it's like, because he was like, if she's not being helpful, just let her go. And he's like, no, she can't go anywhere else. So I think it's more he's caught off guard. I think it's more of what it is, which is like, it's K-drama, it's classic K-drama, but it's also like, well, yeah, you've never met a person like this before.
I mean, the moment where he like does the whole slow-mo
Tangerine.
is the tangerines when she's kind. It's her kindness that catches his attention because there's a sincerity and genuineness to her. Like she's a very pure soul. You know what I mean? And I think that's probably what got him, because I'm assuming that's how he sees his mom, as like a pure soul, because she's been tortured her entire life. You know what I mean? So
because her whole character is a trope.
Yes. Okay, Trope Tracker. So how many did we see? Okay, I listed a couple.
So the male lead punches the villain.
Yes.
Romantic getaway in Jeju-do.
Yes.
Is how we start the show.
Yes.
Misconnections. So 3A, missing each other at the airport. 3B, getting the food delivered. And then evil cheval parent. And sibling sabotage.
Yes. Am I missing anything else? You mentioned something while we were chatting. I don't think I added that.
Was it the best friend being in love with her?
Well, we don't know that yet.
Well, we don't know that yet. Right now he's just a good friend.
Okay, so at the core, then we had 6.
Yes.
Versus the 10.
3, 4,
right?
5, 6. Yes.
6 versus the 10.
So yes, 6.5.
6.5.
Because I'm trying to think.
Oh, sorry. The loan sharks. 7.
Yes,
Loan
7.
shark.
The loan sharks. The loan sharks. Well, because there's so sibling sabotage could be Ji-hyuk's sibling and also Da-rim's sibling.
Yeah, they're all sabotaging them. So yeah, so 7.
So 7. So yeah, there's the loan sharks. And then how about her, well, I guess the whole date itself.
Right.
The 4-leaf clover, it seems to be a new trope.
That's new. Okay, so let's add that. Well, yeah, because that was in Queen of Tears.
Right.
They had an entire fucking storyline based off of that.
Just following this German man with a cart.
Yes.
So yeah, the idea of luck.
Yeah. Okay, so 8.
So 8. So yeah, we got our new. So 8's pretty.
Listen, I feel like they're gonna be. I'll be curious to see in the next episode.
We're back next Wednesday to chase the 3rd episode of Dynamite Kiss. So, what did you think of the pod? Submit your questions, thoughts, prayers, rants, or whatever at chasingkdramas@gmail.com, and we'd love to hear from you directly. And remember, we're still on our campaign, The Road to 10,000 Sarangees, on YouTube. So YouTube and you too can make Ani's dreams come true. And so, please give us some love, subscribe, review, rate, or follow us on the Apple, the Spotify's, YouTube's, or wherever you get your podcasts. Also, be sure to like and follow at Chasing K-Dramas on Instagram and the Tiki Talkies, and tell your favorite drama addicts all about us, because we are the only podcast going episode by episode. So thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next K-Drama Chase. Sarange!
Chasing K-Dramas is hosted and executive produced by Dulcé, Sloan, and me, Chrissy, Choi. I edit the audio and video, and our production is led by Thomas Yuen from TY Media and Go Get 'Em Productions. Our artwork is designed by Ice Cream. We're an indie podcast, and we're always looking for fun partnerships. If you're a brand that's interested in sponsoring our chases, or if you're a fan who just wants to stay in touch, please check out our website at chasingkdramas.com.